So the estate has very much changed over time, but the castle too has changed over time, it's each sort of wing shows a different era and a different opportunity. The model of a hydro scheme, it runs terribly well for an estate. It has a relatively predictable annual income. It's a relatively low maintenance and doesn't require an awful lot of manpower to keep it going. And for us, as we're quite heavily involved in tourism, it's quite a nice balance to our business, because if it's a particularly wet year and we have a poor tourism season, we have a reasonably good hydro season, and vice versa. There are an awful lot of environmental regulations to comply with, so it's not just our good nature. And in bringing consultants in to do appraisals, one is made aware, if you weren't already aware, of any of the environmental sensitivities. I mean, one scheme we have had a particular interesting episode where the pipe was going within, I think, 20 metres of what turned out to be an otter holt. But I mean, this otter holt was no otter holt that you just happen across. It was referred to by the environmental consultant as an otter palace. It was apparently an unbelievably active and significant otter holt. So that required wholesale redesign. I mean, it wasn't just like move it 10 yards. It was completely redesigned. Because obviously when you come across that, you just want to leave it in complete isolation. So we're in it for the long term, and we would certainly have always honoured the importance of the environmental values that we've come across. We've always enjoyed a very positive relationship with Smartest, on and off camera. They do offer a good service, they're always available, and they are a pleasure to deal with. I'm an estate manager, I'm not a power purchase agreement negotiator, so when I phone up our contact at Smartest and plead ignorance, I trust what he's saying, and I think that's the important thing. Who knows what's around the corner in terms of energy generation? We're looking at technology that can replace fossil fuels. But I think where we are for the next 5 to 10 years is probably going to be saving energy rather than making it. There's great scope for us all to do more, isn't there, at the end of the day? And I think we're only beginning to realise how much we've got to do.